Hey, welcome everybody, and good morning. It's a beautiful, cool day here in Michigan, and I'm going to take you inside of our motorhome and show you some of the things that we have purchased from Ikea, put together, and put inside of our closet and also into the kitchen. So I hope you stay tuned to see all the things that we had purchased. I'm pretty excited about them. And then later on, I will give you a review as we have used them on our next trip. So here we go. Here's some of the finds that Steve and I found while we were at Ikea. And one item we got, which is the big pillow from Aldi. So the first thing here is we wanted something to hang some things up by the kitchen area. And so we got this. How would you say that? Whole tarp?
Whole tarp, I guess.
Whole tarp, hard tarp. I don't know. You let us know if you're Swedish. Is it Swedish?
Yeah, I believe
yeah.
so.
Anyhow, so we got these two things, and then we got a couple of these cute little tongues. So we got a couple of those. And then you get these hooks that go with it. They hang on here, so you can put, well, the other way, and you can. You can hang these on it, and then you can also hang just your utensils on it. So we got 2 packs of those. Then we found these, and I love these in my kitchen. I have round ones, but then they had these, and they also have holes. So those could hang up on there as well. And then we found this toilet paper holder. We wanted one that would go this way, not this way, so that if you're going down the road, your toilet paper isn't flying off. If it's flying off of this in this way, we got problems. So we got to install that.
A Brogund.
Yeah, there's the name of it. Brogund. Anyhow, and then we found 2 pillows. These were on clearance. And then the pillows inside you buy separately. And then the last thing we're really excited about is that big, huge, what do you call it, closet that we have in there.
It's a wardrobe closet, they tell us.
Right, yeah. And so we found this, and it's supposed to have a bunch of drawers. I'll let you know. Check all your pieces, and if you're checking out, there's little barcodes right here if you're doing a self-checkout. They hide their barcodes everywhere on the little pieces. But we put this together. I'm going to back up here, and Steven can kind of show off. Wait, I gotta really back up.
Okay.
So anyhow, there is what we're going to put into our wardrobe.
Yep.
If you want to open and close, they slide out.
They do have a little catcher on the end, kind of to keep it from coming all the way out.
Yeah, they kind of just catch a little bit. I don't know if I can really even show.
Here, I can
take one out.
Perhaps take one out. You can see there's a little tab right there that will keep it from totally coming out.
And put a hand there. It's not, there it goes. It was being a little blurry. So now we're going to go and we're going to try and put this in our motorhome, and we'll let you know how it looks. We'll install it. We have to get screws for it, so we're probably going to do this tomorrow. So, and then we're going to also hang this by the kitchen and our little toilet paper holder. So when we get that going, we will get back with you and show you how it looks in the motorhome. So we'll see you in a second. So here, Steve and I are going to put the organizational thing into the closet right over here. So let me go and show you what we have in there right now, so you can kind of get an idea of the space and how we were utilizing it when we first got the motorhome. And always it's great to be able to live in your motorhome, get to understand how you use it, and then you can go ahead and buy things for it instead of spending the money and then going, this was a waste of money. So anyhow, let me show you what we're using. Well, this is really close and, quarters here. And what I'm going to try and do is, this door won't stay open because we're on just a little bit of a slant, so it wants to close. So I'm going to hold it with one hand and try and show you. But you can see they come with this little rack for hangers, which we don't use a whole lot, maybe a coat or something. It'd be great if this was not in here and they had something different. So when you want to dry like towels or a bathing suit, you could put a hanger and dry it. But anyway, besides the point, that's what it comes with, and then nothing else was in here. It's just an empty hole. So right now, we're not on the road, of course. We put a command hook up here to hang some of our waterproof bags when we do some water sports. Our phones and stuff doesn't get all messed up. Then we have this Honeywell little electric heater, which I highly recommend. Then you don't use up all your propane when you're already, if you're on shore power, you don't need to do that. So all this stuff I got to get out, and this is not going to be easy with one hand this very second. Let me get this down. All right, and then we've been using this Sterling, like Rubbermaid type container, and there's 2 big drawers, and you can push down and you open them, and it just really doesn't work really great. Another tip too is if you have these drawers here and you have a dog with a water bowl, open a drawer so your underwear doesn't fall when you're getting it out into the water bowl. Anyway, so this is what we have in here. I'm going to clear this out, and then we're going to get our new system in here with Steve and show you how this works better than what we had purchased real quick just to utilize it. Now, Steve used this, and then he also up here used two containers for his clothing. And since I'm short, it's harder for me to get up there. So he was using that up there, and then he was allowing me to use some of these. One I gave him for his underwear and socks, but we also have this bottom drawer that we don't have a whole lot in, just a couple of stickers and things. Usually this isn't in here when we're traveling. So anyhow, let's get with this and we'll show you how. I'm going to back up just so you can kind of see. I don't know if you have the same thing in your motorhome, but then you can kind of get a look at it. You can see our slide in is all the way in. And so anyhow, let's get with this and empty it. Okay, I got it in here, and this is the brand that it is at Ikea. And a couple of tricks is make sure you have the top and the bottom right. It's a little bit, I don't know, for us it was, we did it backwards. But the bottom has these cool little adjustable feet. So you can adjust this so it's level, but our motorhome's not level. I'm assuming that they installed the cabinet level with the base. Assume. So up at the top is where you secure it so it doesn't slide out or, you know, slide around inside of this here. And as you can see, maybe possibly there's room for 2 hangers after we're done. And then a little bit of room on the top if there was a way of maybe putting something at the top. So it comes with these little drawers, which I'm going to put in. And when you look at them, make sure that there's nothing wrong with each one of them. We had purchased one and didn't realize that the top of these was not cut off, but it is welded. So my husband just kind of cut them on the end. So this drawer is just going to be a little bit of an issue at times, but not that bad. So just be careful, check out every piece that you get, because we live quite a ways, and you know, you don't want to be having to return things, and we won't be returning, but I just wanted to point that out. So let me get these baskets into the holder. Okay, I have one shelf in, and I just noticed something. Now this does come with these extra little pieces that go behind this, so that if the wall is away, because you have something like a a base board in your house, you can still secure it well to the wall. And this actually does have this little piece here to probably seal it so you don't have stuff falling down through a crack. And it may be that we might need to add those to this, so I need to go in the house and get those. And then also they recommend, they don't come with screws to attach to anything. Ikea gives you all the stuff to build your furniture, but nothing to attach it to anything. So I need to go inside and get those. And then Steven's going to attach that inside. Okay, well, the kit comes with these extra little parts. This one is for hammering down, because when you put, well, when you have this upside down, you put this on there underneath and you can hammer down and not hurt your metal. These are clips that if you buy 2 of these systems, and you stack them on top of each other, you clip them. And then this is the part that goes behind those clips to give you a little bit more like a shim kind of effect, so that it will give you a little extra room for base molding and things like that, so that your thing is secured to the wall without it being, you know, cocked inward, so like inward on the thing. So anyway, those are the things that Steve's going to use. And then they also suggest you using not like, let me see if I can find a picture over here. So here they show you the screws you should get. So if you're out and about, you want to make sure you get this type of screw, not these. It's like kind of like a regular screw, but they have to have like a, I don't know, a head on them. So anyway, make sure you get those because they do not come with the kit. And then here you can see that's kind of a spacer. I just love the directions. It's just also pictures. You can just figure it out, you know. Anyhow, that's what you need to make sure you get. These screws right here. Well, I'm gonna go wide angle lens here, just to see if it works a little better for you to see. But you can see the gap in the back is bigger at the top versus the bottom. Even with the trays in it, you can tell. You can kind of see the gap here. It bows in and then it bows back out at the top. So there's quite a bit of a gap. I guess they didn't build these exactly square. Maybe it's because of the way the motorhome's sitting, but I kind of thinking it's the way they built this. So there's going to be a little wonkiness probably to this being installed, but you will never see it when you're using it. And what are you going to do? So anyway, so let's get with this. You can
There's a little bit of trim on the bottom of the closet, so we're going to put this extra little spacer, and I think Catherine showed you these already. But what you do with these is you just take it and it fits right in behind that piece, and then it gets just a little more space from the wall. I'm going to drill some pilot holes now, just a little bit to get started, so when we go to put the screws in, it's not a big deal. And yeah, there's not much. There's not much board there.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to put the first screw in so I don't miss the location for the second one. All right, well, there's the 2 screws. There's one on this side and one over here, and that will keep it in place.
Okay, so Steve's going to demonstrate the top one might be a little bit of an issue. Go ahead.
Okay, it's pretty tall.
Yeah, it could be a little, you could get into it easy, but I
could get stuff out of there.
Yeah.
And I can always do this. You know, we can use it for stuff that's not things you'll need to use a lot, but maybe your warm clothes or something.
Right.
So that can come out and go back in pretty easily.
Yeah.
And like Catherine told me, I get the top 3, she gets the bottom 3, so those are perfect for her height. And these guys here are fine for me. So the top one can kind of be the auxiliary one.
Yeah, there you go. So we went to this tiny little storage system, which it did good.
It was, for what it was good.
To this, and we still can put this in here. It's not going to be on the ledge, but I mean, you know, it's not going to be past here. But it does fit, and the doors do close because they don't use that.
Yep.
So at least we can store that still in there. So that's kind of neat. And I don't know if we want to take this and put it up there. I think it might be dangerous driving around with that. But anyway, a lot more storage than these 3 things in this clumsy thing here. So Anyhow, I'm really thrilled. We'll let you know what we think of it when we use it. Okay, so Steve is awkwardly holding this thing here, and we bought this at Ikea as well, like we showed you inside our home, and we had to make sure that this would clear it. Oop, it just scrapes, but he's holding it.
It slid on me a little bit.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you have this at its highest point, that this is not going to bother it. Or we could take this and put it over, and we came with a bunch of, well, we bought a bunch of hooks with it. We could put like spatulas here, which would then clear this area, and then put the basket on the other side. And we did buy this other little basket. So we could interchange it around and maybe use this somewhere else, but we can wait and see. It's so cramped in here, it's hard to take a video, but anyhow, I'll relieve Steve so he doesn't have to keep hanging on to that. So that last screw is a real humdinger. And we were looking into getting another one of these for the sink area, but it's just an inch and something.
Inch and 5/8, too long.
Too long. So we'll see if we can find another
one. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, there was actually wood on this end and no wood on that end, but it seems to be pretty secure, right?
Yeah, it bites into this board.
Okay.
Which works well.
Okay, now we're going to hang some of the stuff on there. I'll let Steve grab some of the things and just the different things we have. So we have this bigger one here, which will hold, no, that's got to go forward, I think. Yeah, or in the middle, because it's going to hit this thing.
Put this on?
Yep,
Okay.
Just show the basket real quick. There. And then we have a little basket and some hooks. So we'll get the little basket up there. There. And
this might sit, I don't know if this one sits lower than the other one. No,
that's a little higher. That's nice.
Good, okay.
And then there's some hooks. Grab a couple hooks. And you can put these hooks on there. So you can hang your spatulas and stuff. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. That's really nice. I can put my oven mitts in there, different things I'm using while I'm trying to cook. Gives it a little bit more whatever. And I'll tell you one thing, this is very hard to keep clean. Windex doesn't do well. I've tried another thing, it still looks like this, hazy. I don't know if you can see that. If you know the cleaner that works well on here, hey, maybe I should just use a microcloth. Maybe that's what I'll try
So
next.
now we want to pull this
up. There we go. Oh, clears.
Ooh,
very
this is
good.
As a mile.
Yeah, this is very nice. Oh, I like this. It looks really good too with the black that's around this area, the black fridge and stuff. So I'm glad we went with that because they had a silver one and I was kind of bummed we didn't get the silver one because, you know, the appliances are kind of silver. But this works really well. And here is the finished product of the toilet paper holder hanging on the wall. So it's really hard to show everything, but there's our toilet, and it's the best place to put it because, well, I don't have to slide that out, so it's hard to tell, but if I back up as far as I can here and show you, no, I still can't get it all in, but it when you sit on the toilet, may I have Steven go and sit on that toilet real quick if he can get in.
Yeah, I get in.
Okay.
All right.
You sit down, so see, you can reach behind you, and it's not in the way of when you're in the shower,
right?
And it's not in the way when you walk in.
Yep.
So, anyhow, yes, see, like, there you go.
That's what it looks like.
Yep. And so we also stick the little thing on the top there so it doesn't uncoil as we go. That'd be kind of funky. But anyhow, I want to get out of this area so Steve can get out, and that's pretty much what we have to show you. The towel rack there, we put a couple more things on, and then of course, and then there is the wardrobe, of course. And so we're gonna go outside and say goodbye to you guys.
We enjoyed sharing our Ikea finds that we've installed in our motorhome, and I hope you did too. And now we're gonna say goodnight and just wish you a wonderful evening.